Welcome back to the Joseph Showsif. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Joseph. And guys, we got a great episode for today. I'm wearing a sweater because it's an extra cool episode. We got a couple of cool cats in the building.
Meow.
Yeah. if you're in the Metro Detroit comedy scene, you know these people for sure. Or if you are on the internet. You guys are on the internet, right?
OnlyFans.
Barely.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, what's that?
But I don't know. It's not the thing that we make money off of most of our lives.
Oh, shoot.
We got Stefanie Ann,
Woo!
Downriver Diva. We got Scott Sviland.
Sviland, yeah.
I see it and I hear people say it, but it doesn't like register in my head because I'm kind of retarded. So.
No, if it makes you feeling better, no one really ever says it right. So it's fine. I'll just go by like Cher at this point. I'll be Scott. Just like
Scott.
I'm just Scott at this point, honestly.
Scotty Too Hottie. Scotty Too
Hottie.
Yeah, he's the next. He's the reboot.
The remix.
Yeah. He came out looking like a wrestler, just as gay.
Scott, I gotta say, I've been watching the stories. I'm getting a little scared of you.
Oh,
baby, we need to talk about the stories.
No, my mom told me I had to stop doing them. She's like, you can't keep posting these thirst traps out in these streets.
It's not even thirst. It's like threatening thirst traps.
Doesn't he look like he's about to pounce?
Yeah.
He's like, come get me. I'll get you back.
I have this is my issue, right? So I go to the gym, and I'm the guy that because I think I'm pretty friendly, right? Like I feel like I'm a really good guy. Yeah. Well, I put in my screamo music in my headphones, and then I just have a horrible resting murder face. I've always had it. I do. I'm not friendly, and my mother growing up, she was like, "You need to soften your face. You need to appear more approachable."
Soften your face.
Yeah. So I'm like, what do you want me to walk around like, "Hi guys," you know? But I can't do that. So I don't know. I made no friends at the gym. I'm going there for 3 years.
I mean, that's kind of ideal. You don't want to be chatting up with everybody at the gym.
I kind of feel I want to be offered steroids at least once. Yeah. You know, I just want to know I'm not going to do them, but I want to know it's out there if I want it.
Yeah.
You know?
And I don't want people to approach me and they do, and I'm like, and it's always the worst kind of pickup line. It's like, hey baby, how long you been working on that body? And I'm like, 12 freaking years and I'm still fat, okay? 12 years and I'm still fat.
So you're getting hit on at the gym.
I'm getting hit on at the gym, but it's mostly Arabic dudes and black dudes.
I'm going to do the monologue. You guys can feel free to hop in and critique my jokes that I wrote 20 minutes ago.
All right, let's do this.
Guys, did you guys hear about this? The armorer from the movie Rust, she was found guilty for letting Alec Baldwin women slaughter someone. Did you guys hear about that?
What?
Yeah, she's in prison now because Alec Baldwin killed someone. Hey, always be closing, more like always be complacent. Am I right, guys?
Donald Trump's family taught me that.
Yeah.
Complacent. Ariana Grande's family taught me that.
I wonder what her voicemails to Alec from prison sound like. You know how his voicemail...
Oh,
wait.
To Ireland with his daughter, that one? Yeah.
That was wild. No, and you know what the other thing was? The other stupid thing about Alec Baldwin is he got kicked off a plane for that dumb, Words with Friends app.
Flappy
Oh,
Birds.
yeah. Did he, say the N-word on it or something?
But on so the message when he talked to to his daughter, right? He was just you ungrateful little bitch, and
It was wild.
Yeah, it was the most abusive voicemail I've heard since my dad. You know,
I usually have to pay people to say that to me.
Yeah. Hey guys, John Cena made an appearance at the Oscars last night, fully nude. Talk about you can't see me. You can't see his penis.
I just want to say that little piece of cardboard that Jimmy Kimmel gave him. I'm not impressed. Okay, I'm not.
Yeah,
I thought Cena would have to cover up a lot more.
Steroids.
No, that's definitely.
Yes,
I didn't. I totally forgot about cycling and tiny. You know what?
That's why this guy hasn't tried them yet.
No, I was like, this all makes sense to me personally. I was like, that's I
don't want to walk around with giant balls. What are you talking about?
No,
like that South Park episode.
But his body was so. I mean, they had to have airbrushed him, right? His body was so chiseled. He had that thing. You know that thing?
The V?
The hip
yeah,
thing.
he had the but then it was the bottoms of his abdomen
Yeah.
was so tight. I was just like, are you real right now? Like, are you real?
No. Okay, so this is what they did. They did implants. They
Okay.
probably like did like a good skin, like because
Yeah.
he's not young anymore. And like
Mhm.
when you cycle, you do. I think you do tend to get loose skin.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably like surgically just like got him.
Oh, he had some
before.
he had some lipo,
Yeah.
for
He was
sure.
touched by an angel.
Touched by
yeah,
an
yeah, yeah. No, I saw all that. I was like, and then he like. To me, the weirdest thing about him was his hair. Did you see that?
He looked like a Ken doll.
Because the biggest loser at the Oscar last night was that poor Madam Web movie because they kept making fun of it. Yeah, it turns out making Sydney Sweeney fully clothed in a movie, no one wants to see it.
I've tuned out of Marvel. Is it Marvel or DC?
It is Marvel, yeah.
Okay, I've tuned out.
I've tuned out on
so
all the
have I.
superhero
Yeah.
stuff. If
It-
something's not completely new to me, I'm not gonna like be into it unless
Yeah.
it's like we're just gonna make Wicked, you know. So that's like my thing. It's like,
Yeah.
I want to see Dune 2. That's what I want to see.
Everybody's talking about
I
it.
heard
Yeah,
it's
it's
good. I
Yeah.
just don't. I'm too busy being cool. I don't have
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have
You're
2.5
a
hours
fucking
to
loser
watch
watching
a movie.
Dune
Yeah. I mean, like, I remember
Austin.
you went to go see the Elvis movie, and you were like, I was
Oh,
like,
man.
wait, are you serious? You're gonna go see the Elvis movie? And you were like,
Yeah.
yeah. And you're like, it's like 3-4 hours. Me and Mom are going, and I'm like, yeah.
And all it was like the whole movie was like literally about his crotch, and I'm not even joking. Like, did you see
I
it?
saw it,
Yeah, like it was like remember they did like the close up.
Yeah, they get a close up.
I went with my mom and I was like, I don't know, I feel about this. We were like in a theater in Livonia or nonsense for no reason. It was a wild time.
Yeah, no, like my one thing about
Literally.
downtown Livonia. Shout out Ned Rice, calling it out. He calls them like he sees them, and that's definitely Livonia.
That's definitely.
I like that we can do our like office, like break the fourth wall right now.
Yeah.
You know?
for real. Hi.
Yeah.
This is real. Like we said before, it's the Sometimes show.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I feel like I'm what's the chubby girl on The Office that's always like super sexed?
Oh,
Kelly?
What'd you say?
Kelly?
No, not
The
Kelly
Indian girl?
Kapoor. The one that's married to Bob Vance.
Oh,
That's me. That's what I look
Francis
like.
or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
What's her name?
I can't even remember.
Yeah,
her
what the
name.
fuck? How none of us
Phyllis.
Phyllis, yeah, that's it.
Phyllis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're better than Phyllis.
Yeah. The only Office story I have is I was watching a TikTok the other day, and Rainn Wilson was like videotaping him on a flight,
Hell yeah.
and he's sitting next to this guy. He had a mask on for COVID, you know, and he's sitting next to this guy. And the guy, he's like, I'm on a 5-hour flight with this dude. He's watched nothing but Office reruns, like on nothing but The Office. Has no freaking clue that I'm sitting next to him,
Damn.
and then like pulls the mask down and freaks the guy out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, have you ever ran into a celebrity like on a plane or anything like that?
Never.
Not on a plane, but like out in public, I think, a few times.
Yeah,
No.
my mom rode on a plane with Dave Coulier back in the 80s, and it was in between his marriage and
Who?
Dave Coulier,
Uncle Joey.
Joey from
Oh.
yeah,
He's
The
another
comedian.
local Michigan bro.
yeah. There was always a joke that like Mom got in the Mile High Club with Dave Coulier.
Heyo.
Like me and my brother, as soon as she told us that, we were like,
Yeah.
yeah, Mom probably.
Dave Coulier.
You know, I just realized I always thought that was Jeff Daniels all these years. I didn't
Yeah,
realize they were
he's-
two different people.
He
Wait,
does have
oh.
Jeff Daniels in it.
Okay, so Dave Coulier is the guy that is responsible for Alanis Morissette's career.
What?
Oh, I think I saw a TikTok about that or something.
Dave Coulier is the guy that broke Alanis Morissette's heart, and she wrote that album, Jagged Little Pill. And
Over
that's-
him?
Yeah, over him. So she
Dave
was a little
Coulier.
she was a Canadian teen pop star, right? And he was a Canadian, or he was from here, and he'd be in Canada a lot and
Is
stuff.
he a Windsor guy?
I think he's originally from Canada.
He might be.
He might
I just
be.
know he's a Red Wings guy.
Right, he's a Red Wings dude.
Yeah.
So anyway, as the story goes, Dave ended up breaking Alanis's heart, leaving her, and she wrote "You Ought to Know," definitely about him, and most of the album about him and their breakup.
Okay.
And if you listen to it, you're like, how? Like, how Dave
Uncle
Coulier?
Joey,
How,
What are
how,
you doing, Uncle Joey?
How did he like mess you up so bad that you're like, I can't live without this man?
He was packing.
I
Yeah,
don't
Probably.
think so.
Probably.
That's
what it
usually
is.
the answer. When like
Yeah.
a woman like is
Really?
like distraught over a guy, everybody's like, why him? It's like he's packing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
say that to me all the time.
Yeah.
Me and Scott know about that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, these bitches can't leave me alone.
Out here swinging.
Call me Babe Ruth. Was he a swinger?
He just pointed to the fence.
Yeah, that's what it was.
If you guys do that next time you're in the bedroom, just point to the
Just point,
fence
yeah.
where you're gonna hit it too.
He
was like I always like laugh when people talk about like his like diet or whatever.
Yeah, he probably had a horrible diet. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he would drink like a bottle of whiskey a day. He would have like 17 hot dogs.
Such an ADHD conversation.
No, I'm sorry, we've gone off the rails already.
But no, he totally. There's a movie with John Goodman where he actually gained a lot of weight to play him.
John Goodman gained weight.
He played Babe Ruth. Yeah. he played Babe Ruth, and like they really showed like how he liked to booze it up and and bang it up, and
I always think of pancakes whenever I think of John Goodman. I don't know why, like you know what I mean.
He's a pancake fella.
Like
yeah.
Oh, his blood's maple like syrup at that point.
Right? I thought yours was like that from being up north.
Oh yeah, the UPA. Gosh darn it.
It has to be 35% maple syrup, or else it's no good.
And the rest of it is killing things.
Blood type S.
Like, and if
syrup.
we come up there and then you guys smell that we have non-maple syrup blood, you're like, are you from Detroit City?
No, you'll just smell PBR.
Like sugar-free syrup.
Sugar-free syrup.
What?
Communism.
What in tarnation? Do you guys say that up there?
No, we say. What do we say? It's like use guys. It's always that. Use guys.
Southern people say that too.
No,
or Ewans. Southern people say Ewans.
It's always like it is like the yeehaw of it all. Like I think with like social media, like anybody that's considered rural or whatever, they just take on like a deep south thing. Like if you go to like the Fowlerville or the UP, it's all the same at this point. Yeah.
Deep South.
Yeah,
Deep
they're saying y'all, and they have like Confederate flags. So I was like, we're like the most north you can be. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Literally the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, I was like, you're literally the wrong side.
They were coming down to help fight the Confederacy.
Yeah.
You get on a ferry, Canada's right there. Like, come on.
Yeah. No.
Guys, speaking of Canada, did you hear about this? It was a perfect segue. The Just for Laughs Montreal Comedy Festival. It's shutting down.
Let's talk.
Did you guys submit to it?
I actually did last year and then completely forgot about it for like their new. I was not going to get on, but I was talking to this other comedian about it, and he was like, "Good, I'm glad they're not doing it." And I went, "What?" And he's like, "I want this whole thing to burn down, so that all
like comedy in general."
Yeah, no, like all the gatekeeping and stuff, because now it'll just be like stuff like this. Like that's how you like become like successful as your own.
On your own.
Yeah.
Self-made.
But that being said, there's a lot of very sad Canadians in my inbox right now. I'm having a very sad Canadian moment.
Yeah.
So I had a Canadian on my podcast yesterday.
What's your podcast called?
Sanctioned by Stefanie.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Shameless plug. But I had Paul Montagnier, who's one of the people that produces the Windsor Comedy Club.
Okay.
And I asked him about this, and he kind of said, like, there was a whole uproar about Just for Laughs making money off of that Sirius XM channel and not really dispersing it out to the comedians the way that they should have. And like a lot of the comedians rallied together and like lobbied the Canadian government and ended up getting their payday out of it and getting money out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what Just for Laughs is saying now is like, you guys took a lot of our revenue away from us. Now we can't put on a show. So we're going to just take this detrimental thing that is huge for Canada. We're going to take this away from you unless you guys give us money to put it on. So I think that they're trying to like hold out for some kind of, basically the way that he described it to me, and I'm just not using his words completely, but how the banks needed the bailout is kind of what Just for Laughs is trying to pull with Canada.
Okay.
So
Except instead of like an economic crisis, it's giggles.
Yeah. So you guys don't get to laugh.
This affects no one other than the people who like work it. And comedians.
A very small part of Montreal or whatever.
But it's like, it's that thing. It's like when you do have something that works so well for so long and is usually successful in most ways. Like you can just be like, I'm taking it away from you. You're like a mom, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I know like it has like this. I mean, it's an insane legacy, right? Like it's kind of the festival of all festivals in the world, and that's where people would go to get like deals.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I'd be totally down to do it and everything. I have nothing against it, but like,
who wants to be on a sitcom?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen them? No, Laugh Track. No, like have you seen them? It's always like it's like some goober is like the main character or whatever, and they're
Dax Shepard.
Yeah.
You want to hang out with
Yeah.
Dax Shepard?
Yes.
And we're gonna get
absolutely.
wild and crazy, bro. Like
Dude.
it's like I can't. It's like being on the Disney Channel.
I would rather have a reality show.
My
I
own
will say
personal
that. I don't want
hell.
to put a lot of effort into whatever show I make.
Yeah.
So reality show would just be me waking up with eyelashes on my pillow and
Life on the E list.
half my makeup. Yeah, life on the E list. Life on the double D list. Down
Double
the
D list. There you go. That's your show.
That's my show.
Yeah.
Would you ever do plastic surgery?
Probably not.
No.
It depends what happens.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get
You're gonna get
the skin removal.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would probably do that if I lost the rest of the weight. But yeah. No, like I actually was thinking about maybe doing some kind of Botox or something because I am
I got a cousin.
43. Yeah.
I got a cousin.
Yeah,
I'll
but
talk
I'm
to you
like-
after the pod.
I don't really want to do anything until I'm like 47, 48 because I just want to look more awake. I don't want to look like I'm in a
But
headlight.
you don't even have lines.
I don't.
No.
Okay.
Not like
Yeah, no, you got good skin.
Fat don't crack, so.
There you go.
Fat don't crack.
I like it. I like it.
Whereas me, I'm 25 and I look like I'm
You're 25.
yeah.
Yeah. But
No,
you're
I'm
not-
not a good way. You give off a very like no. I didn't realize that. I said
No,
that.
I'm an old man.
No, you look like you literally have looked probably 30 since you were 15.
I have.
Yeah. No, and there's nothing wrong with that because you look like Jerry Seinfeld, and he's looked
There
like
you
he
go,
was
I'll take it,
45
yeah.
his whole life. You know, like most of it. Now that he's got the gray hair, just
Yeah.
keep dyeing your hair. You'll be fine forever.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah,
just
you'll
go
be
full
like,
Jerry.
I'm not Benjamin Button. I'm Joseph. Just stay the same age.
Yeah.
Like-
I've stayed the same age for the past 15 years.
On the bright side, when you're 60, rock out, fam. You know.
No, when I turn 60, I'm gonna look 80.
No, just start moisturizing.
Yeah,
Come
maybe
on.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll send you stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Bacon grease. That's all you need.
Bacon
grease. Motor oil.
Yeah, any kind of oil. This lady rolled up into the little shop by my work the other day, and they have like a couple like supermarket items. Why'd this chick take an olive oil off the rack? Oh, thank you. Why'd this chick take an olive oil off the rack? What are we doing?
Sorry, I'm going into anaphylactic shock, Loki.
Are you okay?
No, yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Like-
they gave me cheese on my Chipotle bowl on accident.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, we're good. I just
Okay.
need to pop one of these bad boys and we'll be
Oh
keep
shit.
Alright.
telling you a story.
If you fall asleep, can like we do your makeup? 'Cause
No,
I have-
we're not doing that
Yeah,
tonight. That's not that type of
Just want
episode.
to make you look like a pretty girl.
No, or tell your story.
This is a live.
She stole the bottle. She took the bottle off. She didn't steal it. She paid for it, and then she opened it up and put it all over her skin. And I was like, "What is this?"
What was it?
It was olive oil.
Oh.
Just straight up off
Yeah.
the counter. Yeah, but she just was in the middle of the market.
Eh,
putting it
extra virgin, am I right?
She was
That
like
makes
a
no
virgin.
sense.
I mean, I'm not kidding. I was like, "What is going on?"
Mm-mm.
But
I
yeah,
put olive
no,
oil
I
in
just
my
wanna-
hair.
I would
Yeah, I hear that like thickens your hair if you put olive oil and garlic on it.
garlic.
I'm not joking. That's
Okay,
why
I was like, I was like, wait, I was
Wait.
agreeing. I was like, is this a bit? I don't.
Are people just saying that to you because they want to see if you die and you're
They're like-
actually a vampire because you don't age?
that might be what it is.
Or
They're
are
trying
you-
to take me out.
Are you Italian?
No, I'm Chaldean.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I've done every type of oil. They actually do different things. So you put on coconut oil to like get your hair to be ready to accept the rest of the oil, and then you put on olive oil to then thick and grow it. Rosemary oil is also very good for increasing blood. Sorry.
No,
Okay.
I'm like I
don't know.
heard that coconut oil works for you to accept other things too. So that's
No, don't.
No, don't.
Don't.
my
No,
one girlfriend
I don't even want to
swore
talk
by
about
my
that.
one girlfriend swore by coconut oil as like a lubricant.
Oh
And
boy.
but it was so I was like she was just one of those gross chicks that would take it out of like the same coconut oil she cooked
Yeah.
with.
Ah, what the fuck?
I've egg cooked. That's chunky.
No, like it would melt in her hand or whatever. She,
That
you know?
still stays chunky. Like there's
Really?
little like fleccules
Well,
and whatever.
I don't know. I would be like, damn.
Exfoliate.
She would use it. I don't know.
Exfoliate.
I don't trust.
Let's Brillo pad this.
I don't trust coconut oil for your hair. Have you seen The Rock?
That's a good one.
Wait, I don't get it. Seriously, I don't.
He's bald.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I'm sweating. That was so funny.
And he's Hawaiian. That's yeah. That was a
I
bit of-
remember The Rock with an afro. Not an afro, one of those kid and play fades. Just not as high.
Back when he did porn.
Heyo.
He did have an afro in one of those like one of those movies, and he was like a porn star in it. I can't remember what it
Didn't
was.
he do like actual porn too or whatever? And then they had to like
don't
define
think so.
all of those and delete
No, that
them?
was Sylvester
Yeah,
Stallone.
that was the Italian
definitely
Stallion.
was in porn.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone was definitely in porn. I just watched his documentary too.
Sly.
And, yeah, and I fell asleep during it. I was
Yeah.
like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like, we get it. You wrote Rocky, whatever. Yeah. Hey, you know who wrote something that people like? Is this Ariana Grande gal?
I'm so lit to talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You start, yeah.
real quick, little backstory.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande is a Cancer. I am a
Yeah.
Cancer. I
thought you meant
totally-
she was like a cancer.
No.
To society.
Well, we kind of both are. Yeah. So anyway,
Stop.
so like I get a lot of her emotional shit that she writes when she's trying to write an album, but also I don't get a lot of the like. I understand why she wants to tell her fans her whole story, and this whole album I listened to it over the weekend at least twice, and I'm like, it went from breakup to now I'm with the love of my life, basically. But I broke up his marriage too.
Yeah.
I broke up my marriage, broke up his marriage, and we're just calling her a homewrecker. But you know what? I don't think she sees herself as a homewrecker because I wouldn't see myself as a homewrecker. I'm a narcissist, right? Straight up. She's a narcissist, straight up. She thinks that she is the winner of life. Like, she just thinks she's the winner of life.
She won SpongeBob.
She won SpongeBob. But for her, in this moment, SpongeBob is the one person that she wants.
Yeah.
She wants him to want her. And
Who
it's
wouldn't?
just, yeah. Well, I mean, she's just, anyway, I got off track with all of it. But what I was trying to say, the album itself, it's very narrative of her life, just like all of her past albums.
Yeah.
I think it's a decent pop album. I think it's a good pop album. But I think it has way too much about this whole situation and less fun, less like dancing than like kind of music. Like there's like 2 dance songs on the whole damn album. The rest of the stuff is kind of like ballad-ish. So
Can I say my piece
yes, now go ahead.
Let's hear it.
The music sucks, man.
Yeah.
I didn't
Fuck
like
you,
it.
Ariana.
It was so bad. No, because here's the thing. Like, when I heard Yes and come out, I was like, oh, I can get down to this,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
and stuff. But then, like, that got overplayed, and I listened to the entire other album because everybody's like, it's so great. You have to listen to it. Like, you'll change your life. And it's just, like, sad and
Stop
sad.
doing
and
that
sad.
impression of me.
No, you weren't the only one.
Oh, really?
You weren't the only
Yeah, it
40-year-old
was.
woman that told me to listen to this album.
It was so sad.
It was
right?
so sad. And I'm just so tired of songs that try to make you feel something. The only thing I want to feel right now is the vibration of my grass-fed behind on the dance floor while I'm shaking it and busting it down. I want fun pop music. I'm so tired of everybody trying to be sad all the time.
Yeah,
If you
come on,
want to
guys.
feel something, listen to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah.
Listen to
Yeah,
that
how people died.
listen to that 63-minute song. That's awful. And it'll make you take like 5 years off of your life. I'm so tired. The world's ending. I can't, like, why are we all trying to be
you can
sad?
be sad.
Yeah,
No.
it-
At least let's go out
because
having
she's
fun.
She's a Cancer. She wants to be emotional.
And why
That's
is
what
that my fault?
But
Yeah.
make one song about it. You know what I mean? You don't need
Yeah.
6. That was the
Six.
one thing. I'm like, there's like 6 kind of balladish
6.
songs on this, and I'm like, it's not about this.
We here at the Joseph Show, so we put very little effort into the content that we're saying.
No,
So,
like Joseph told us 3 things, and we're like, okay.
yeah.
I mean, how long it feels like?
It's 40 minutes. Yeah. So,
Yeah, we've riffed.
yeah.
We've ripped.
You ready to start the show now?
Yeah. We weren't recording any of that. So
Yeah,
we're
I
going to have to
bet.
start over.
Yeah. You're holding the mic for practice right
Yeah.
now.
I just like holding things. Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's,
same.
you know,
I'm holding 2 things right. I don't need to be holding these.
I was always very
I keep
tactile as a
grabbing like
kid.
my leg and
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was very tactile as a kid. Like I was like
Mhm.
Legos or whatever.
Yeah.
And
yeah, my kid's like that. He's
Yeah.
obsessed with Legos, and then like the other day we put together a podium. I have a podium for my roast shows that we're gonna start doing.
Yeah. What do you want to?
The roast of Ned Rice.
What
is on April 2nd.
Friend of the show, Ned Rice.
Yeah, at my On the Rocks open mic room, we're gonna do a nice little Comedy Central Friars Club style roast.
Yeah.
I bought a podium, and my son Bo was like, can I help you with it? And I'm like, yeah, sure. There's no instructions, just pictures. Why you give this kid a picture like a Lego instruction, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he figures it out. Like I couldn't figure it out.
Look at that.
I'm like, I don't know which screws go into what, but but also like I have never been that brained, right? I've never been mechanically inclined. I'm more like a literal kind of person.
I think it's also generational. Like I feel like our generation takes the things like that easier just because we're so used to figuring stuff out, you know?
Yeah.
We're not all iPad babies.
No.
See, we were TV kids. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And I think my kids are going to be iPad kids because they're obsessed with it. Yeah.
Do you guys have anything else to shout out? You guys both working comedians.
Yeah.
So many shows.
Come to my Tales from the 313. The next one will be April 5th. The theme is so it's a comedic storytelling show based off of This Is Not Happening on Comedy Central. So it's where I get 7 to 8 very funny comedians to come and tell true stories based off of different topics that I choose. April 5th will be Spring Breakers.
What?
Yeah.
Just in time.
So it'll be good. It's at the Independent Comedy Club in Hamtramck. Tickets are going on sale at the end of the week. Yeah, please
Look at that.
show up.
How many shows have you had now, babe?
Oh gosh. Okay, so it's Party Monsters, Outlaws. This will be number 5, I think.
Look at that.
Nice. We've been doing this almost a half a year now.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look
we
at
started
that.
before the new year.
I remember when you sent the email.
Yeah. No.
Kudos. You're doing great.
Thank
It's
you.
a great
too.
show.
And then
Great
every,
comics. Got a great
Sunday.
host.
Yeah, you got to come, right?
I came to the one last
And we'll
on
have
Friday.
you
Yeah.
on. Yeah, hell yeah. It'll be fun as fuck.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just waiting for more dates, and then I'll fucking start booking people. But
And you're always at 313.
oh,
It's so
every
easy for
Sunday. I forget about that one. Every Sunday at Detroit Shipping Company at 7
Look at
p.m. It's
It's a cool spot.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit Shipping Company.
you. It's a free show every Sunday.
Every
it's great.
Sunday.
Free show
great
every Sunday.
lineups.
Come on, guys.
People come in from all over the country. It's fun.
Yeah, if somebody's like at whatever like big show,
Yeah.
they usually do that on
Yeah.
their way out of
This one,
town.
yeah.
You know,
They're like at Detroit House of Comedy, Ridley's, whatever. They come stop by.
it's funny because both your stuff is 313.
Well,
You're so Detroit now.
It was bad. No, I was like sending because I'm trying to get a few more shows going.
Okay.
I was sending out emails today, and I give them like a little bit of my resume and stuff. And I was like, I'm a co-producer on 313 Comedy and Tales from 3. I was like, oh, this is a lot. They're gonna be like, what's wrong with this dude? But we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
you
we'll
know.
figure it out.
Yeah, whatever.
Anything else?
That's you can go ahead if you have anything on your pet.
Stephanie got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
No, we do On the Rocks every Tuesday in Wyandotte, the open mic. And that's me and Matt Serezny. That's 9 o'clock until 11 o'clock every Tuesday. And we've been doing different things there. So, like, we're going to start switching it up. We're going to do an improv night. We're going to do, with Jacob Russell, he's going to be doing improv games with comedians just to, like, work that muscle instead of doing your sets that night. And that'll be March the 19th. And then the next thing we're going to start doing are the roast shows. The Roast of Ned Rice is our first one, and I kind of want to make that maybe a bi-monthly thing. So, not bi-monthly, but maybe even a monthly thing. I really like the idea of doing a roast and having the comedians here in Detroit really work the insult roast muscle because we're too freaking nice here. Like, everybody is so, like, delicate sometimes if they are going to say something on stage, you know, unless it's Scott on a bad day. then
you really hear
everybody
it.
watch out, you know, because he's like, I'm gonna just tell you everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Roast of Ned Rice is the first one on April 2nd, and then like I said, every Tuesday is the open mic. So if you are trying to figure out which week is open mic, which week is a different kind of show, just message me. I don't care. Like, I probably won't see it if you're not my friend on Facebook. So go to Instagram, because that's the one that I check the unseen message, or the people I don't follow's messages.
The DMs.
Yeah, those are the fun ones, because it's like sometimes there's...
What's your handle?
It's at the Downriver Diva.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes in those DMs you'd get a prince from Africa. Like,
I've been getting a lot of group chats lately.
You are getting group chats?
Yeah.
And then like the other thing that I have going on, we have am taking the Diva Cup, my comedy competition. It's
What?
stand-up improv comedy competition. I'm taking that to the Independent Comedy Club starting April the 6th. We are now, I am curating 20 spots. So I am handpicking the first 20 contestants, and then 10 contestants can go up the night of the show and get on Diva Cup. And that's a third of the lineup.
Look at that.
So, and then our theme this one is going to be 90s style, totally 90s basically. My judges are Alex Wellhausen, who won the last Diva Cup by taking his shirt off.
That was a fun night.
Showing off his tattoos and his stretch marks. I'm still thinking about that night.
That was a weird night. That was a different night.
Weird night. It was.
It was funny.
Diva Cup's always a wild night. We always have a fun time. It's campy because we always have a theme and people dress up and everything. And my other judge is going to be Grace Gunn. She's been a finalist like multiple times, and like every time she's come out, she's basically like, "Hey, semifinalist or finalist." And Grace is gonna bring all the Courtney Love energy. She told me, so I'm like, "Here we go."
She's gonna shoot Kurt Cobain in the face.
Sounds like Grace to me, you know. So, but yeah, Indy is going to start. We're going to start doing Diva Cup bi-monthly, and I'm going to announce on your show right now because Scott and I have been kind of talking about it today.
Yeah.
Diva Cup on June the 1st at the Independent Comedy Club in Hamtramck will be called What a Drag.
Yeah.
And it will be a drag focused. It's an ode to drag, let's say. And one of my one judge is going to be Whitney Naomi, my favorite drag queen, the other Downriver Diva. Yep. And then whoever wins this Diva Cup will be a judge, and I'm a judge now.
This is breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news, and we'll see what happens at What a Drag.
Oh boy!
You never know what's going to happen, but I'm going to focus on putting as many queer comedians and LGBTQ plus. Identifying comedians on this lineup. So, yeah.
Look at that.
Mama's a friend of Dorothy. We're doing this.
Look at that.
So, started out.
I won't make the cut, but that's okay.
Yeah. Kicking off Pride Month the right way, so.
Cool.
Yeah, and your podcast.
Oh, yeah, sanctioned by Stefanie.
Don't do that.
So I've been doing this thing for 3 years. It's a podcast.
It's more popular than this podcast.
It's called Sanctioned by Stefanie. It's just Paul Pipitone's family. You got to just get him on here, and they'll all listen to it. So
I got him on my other podcast.
Yeah.
I got like 20 I'm like, Paul, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, Paul bring the Philippines to Stefanie, Sanctioned by Stefanie.
I'm going to see him after this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to kick his ass for not promoting my podcast. No, he's a good dude. He's a friend of the show, Paulie Pipitone.
Paulie. But yeah, Sanctioned by Stefanie. There's a lot of comedians that have been on it. We do what we do. It's all audio right now. We're gonna talk later about trying to get video going, but it's a fun show. Scott's been on it twice. Right?
We have the round table.
Yeah. And sometimes we do roundtable discussions and we have comedians back on and talk about different things too. But mostly it's just an interview about you as what you're doing in your comedy career and how you became funny, basically.
Look at that.
Yeah. So, but we and what else am I doing? Oh, I have the She Unit podcast. I do that for fun with me and my friend Renee. And that's pretty much it right now. Yeah. We're good.
Look at that.
Yeah.
This is true comedy at its finest in the Metro Detroit area.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, big piece.
No, this was fun. Thank you. This was awesome.
Thank you guys for coming. This was a good one.
For having
Just
us.
talk.